It's dealing with somebody that is a bit of an handful. So I've dealt with people where they've had 3 good shots in the fucking head, 3 good punches. You know, I can box, I've 3 good shots, and they just go and come back at me. But people are fucking resilient, you know. I've seen him hit someone in the head and they just wobbled. I've kicked somebody in the bollocks and they've just pined.
I was with a pipe.
So I've kicked somebody in the bollocks and they've cried for their mum. And I've slapped somebody and they're out for 30 minutes. So any number of variables can enter the equation. But if you meet someone that is pain resistant, you've got to put it in. Do you understand? And quite often it's best to seek a specific target in order to get it done quickly. Because if this person is pain resistant and combative and argumentative, he's also going to be hurting you. Do you understand? The longer you take to deal with somebody like that, the worse that can go wrong. Because time in the streets damage. That's why most fights are over in 3 seconds. Do you understand? In which case then, we're going to look at specific targets. So if you've got somebody that's large bulk, you know, muscular and fat, or just big and fat. If you've got somebody that's intoxicated or pissed up or pharmaceutically assisted, somebody that's just raging, absolutely spat the fucking dummy, they've lost their blood, they're massively adrenalised, massively anaesthetised to pain if you're adrenalised. It's one of the positive effects. Do you understand? Right. The point is, you want to know how to deal with somebody like that real quick. Right? So if you look at, in terms of target, the best target that you have is the back of the head. It's considered the most no-no target within the realms of martial arts and martial sport, and it's not allowed in MMA. It's considered bad. Do you understand? It's considered bad because it fucking works, it's fucking efficient. So I put it to you, if you're in a situation where you ain't got no choice, then what choice have you got? So it's better to know it, at least. Know it and not need it, rather than need it and not know it. Does that make sense? So, this part here, where the back of his skull meets his cervical vertebrae. Where you're really looking at is just under the ear, where that nape bone is, the occipital bone, and this back recess process here, just underneath here and underneath here. You want to hit it with a soft weapon rather than a hard weapon. So rather than punch that with a hard fist, you get a better effect from smashing it with the hammer of your fist, or hitting it with the fleshy part of your elbow or forearm. You want a lingering shot that hits and stays on the target. Do you understand? So there's different types of energy. Just stand up. If I was to hit him, just relax, right? If I was to hit him, let's say in this case from here with a punch just to his chin. To get the best effect from that shot in terms of knockout, I need these 2 knuckles, which are the strongest, so hit him with these 2, I'm smashing him. And I need to hit the best target, which is the point of the chin, or anywhere around the angle of his jawbone to his ear. It will give me the best purchase to move the head, accelerate it, and de-accelerate the brain. Because the head moves suddenly and violently, and then de-accelerates because your neck muscles pull it to a stop. Because your brain is floating in water, it's on a delay. So your brain crashes into the inside of your skull a split second later. And depending on the force of the shot, it rebounds forward and back. And nature's way of protecting you from further brain damage, because that's what you're sustaining, is to render you unconscious. You know, that's why the money shot in boxing is that big shot here which spins the head. And you get that brainstorm torque. The gum shield flies out and there's all the spit and the wobbly cheeks. You see what? Anything like that, moving the head violently, will get a good effect. Right? The type of energy for a straight shot to that is what we call elastic. So I'm not going to punch and leave it there. I'm going to hit and punch the energy and retract it as fast as I can so that I can throw it again. Whereas if I was going to slap him, here, just relax, slap him here to the back of that target I just said, with the palm on my hand, or hit him with my forearm, I wouldn't throw that shot in the same way. So I wouldn't go here and come off really quick. I'd go here and let it linger. This energy is called plastic energy. It's plastic energy that we want. So the first thing that we're going to do, put some pads on, work with a partner, getting a feel of that energy. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. Right? So what we're going to do first, you're going to take a pad, just from your pocket to this angle, just want you to slap it. Just slap through, just a nice big fucking slap. Get a few of them going. Right? Then your partner's going to hold the pad out. And I want you to hold it with one hand and then just hit it with the other. So you're going to hammer it to the bottom part of your fist. This is a soft weapon. So I can hit a hard wall with this weapon without fucking up my hand. Whereas I couldn't use this part of my hand on a hard wall because it would break. Understand? So I just want to hammer and bring it through. Here. Through. Because this is the kind of shot here and here that you want. So I want you to get a feel for it first. Just get rid of the pads. Down from here. Big cocktail blow. Big fucking slap with the palm. We'll hit this target. You know, I can't hit it from here with a hook, I'll get the jaw. So I've got to throw it almost behind his head. The weapon that works really well is the inside radial edge of your forearm. So I'm going to use the bony structure of my forearm and I'm going to keep a slight bend in my arm so I don't hyperextend my elbow. The motion is exactly the same. So here's the slap, change the drill bit, here's the forearm. What I've done is hit here with my hand or here with my forearm. There's a friend of mine that used to work at Falls years ago in Soho called Jamie O'Keefe, and he used to call this the invisible baseball bat. Because they throw it from outside of your peripheral vision. So when people are agitated and aggressive or adrenalised in any way, even entering the ring for sport, if you have a lot of adrenaline going on, you'll get what's called positional dysphyxia, your vision will tunnel. You've probably experienced it. And that's when you don't see the shot coming from fucking nowhere, hence invisible, and hence what this hits you is like a fucking baseball bat. Do you understand? Usually one shot does the job. As soon as it's on, it's done. But I want to get a feel of it. The safest way to probably get a feel of it is with a pad like this. So you want to kind of keep that to your side of your shoulder, or anchor it in like this, get your hand through it. That's it, and anchor it in nice and tight, but I want it real tight. Right? Make sure that you hit the pad and you don't hit the end. What I want to throw is this shot into this, into this. Be sure to keep a bend in the arm. If I allow my arm to hyperextend from here, you'll fuck your elbow. Right? So I want it the same as for my slap. Here, this shot. And I want you to literally push off this foot and laterally throw your body weight through it. So that I've got maximum transference of body weight. I'm not hitting with just my arm, I'm hitting with 93 kilos accelerated at speed. Big difference. Do you understand? Show me that word, hitting it moderately hard from starting gingerly so you didn't injure your arm. You probably hit somewhere towards a 6 and an 8 in terms of how hard you can really hit. In that little practice there, would you agree? Yeah? So like, if I want to hit him hard as I can, I need to focus for that. I need a few reps, you know? Maybe 2 or 3, and bam, then I'm getting it. But we're not training like that, we're just learning a new skill. So you probably hit with that hand. But the force that you felt going through your shoulder through that pad, if you imagine that into this target, ask yourself, do you think it would have had an effect? This or no? Right, so just to clarify that, if you hit it with about an 8, let's say I hit it with an 8, I'm going to hit you now with a 2. That's the 2. Yeah, because the 2 should be fine, right? Right. But I want you to feel it. Yeah? You know, I expect you to do nothing that you ain't going to do to me in a minute, right? So what you're going to do just from here, get a feel, just drop it in. Just the 2, drop it in. Right? And then get your feedback. What's the 2 feel like? Good. So mate's going to do a drain. Right? So get a feel.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Oh, there it is. Go on. Give me one more. Oh. That's what I want you to feel that. Because feeling is believing. Do you understand? Yeah. One of the things you need to do if you want to learn how to handle yourself in a confrontational situation, well, a big part of that is learning how to hit people. Yeah. But it's useful if you're used to getting hit and manhandled. Do you know what I mean? You can't fucking make an omelette without breaking a couple of eggs. So if you've got to learn how to fight, you've got to get hit and you've got to give it. But it's control, it's a 2. But I want you to feel it. Let's do it here, behind, while we will rattle the crate and scramble the central nervous system, right? So it's from here, hit this groin, and then boom, this comes over. Any part, this forearm, or even this bicep, the inner crook of my arms, this target will do the job. So you've already done this before I take that. So it'll work really well. Now you're just going to throw it as a strike. So what you're going to do from here is just flank and strike. That's all I want you to do, literally. just flank like you're walking past him, because you're not going to put up your shoe. And then just turn around and put him in the fucking sleeve. Use this hand also at the front if you want. So from here I can go here and then here, push it into his middle line, or take it in here. I could also do the opposite where I flank from here, push into his low line, and then suck his throat into, or up under the chin, or right across his nose. Bridge of the nose works well. But for now, what we're going to do is just flank, and from there look at where your shot is. Bam! Straight around. And I've got all of this explosion and weight transference, which will power my body through it. But from your perspective, you will move here, and then just bam, place the shot over the place. Again from here, flank, bam, place the shot. From here it'll come forward, and that leaves you in a position to follow up, should you need to. Just try it. Takes up this range of communication because it's so fucking loud nobody can hear. There's so many people that the proximity dictates that this is how close you are. If you have a problem with somebody this close, in a nightclub, in a bar environment, and he's aggressive, the first thing that will happen is you'll be adrenalised, which means your vision will turn on him. Now, if he's got weapon presence, if he's got weapon in his hand already, bottle in his hand, or he goes to access a weapon, you can miss it. So the best thing I can recommend you do in a confrontational situation like this is shut this fucker down immediately. So imagine the setup. I'm going to the toilet. I've not noticed that he doesn't like me very much. I've walked through the crowd, and as I go to the toilet, he steps in front of me like this. And I go to confirm and move, and he steps again. How much more fucking information than that do you need to know? So don't start negotiating here. It's too fucking dangerous. So he's got two mates that can already be behind you. Deal with him immediately, right? Best way to deal with him immediately is to crush him down. But I can crush him down with two hands hitting this target. So from here I'm just going to take it, just like a tight clinch, but I'm going to take it ballistic. So I'm going to hit him one here and one here. Just here. And then I'm going to pull him in onto my knee. And then snatch him down and I'm going to walk off. Finish him this. Understand? Right, so it's here. This position. You're only going to do it once or twice, right? Just ballistically pull it in. Drive in the knee. The clothing and put him down. And then walk off. Show me that.